It's been almost a year since Geometry Dash 2.2 came out, an entire year we're sitting with this new update. And throughout this year, it was sure that it's going to take us a bunch of time to figure out how to use the new features inside the 2.2 editor. And honestly, considering how huge this update is, I thought it was going to take us much longer than it took us, but I was wrong. And you guys proved me wrong. Some insanely talented creators have come up with some stuff that we would have never even comprehended back in 2.1. And what you have to imagine when I show you these things is that we are still in the beginning of 2.2. This is like the beginning phase, like the intro, you can say, or the trailer type episode. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through some of the best creations that have been made so far into Geometry Dash Editor, with us being only a year into this update. And we're gonna do some speculations on what's gonna happen in the future of this game. But one thing I absolutely love about this game that I have to mention before we start is the fact that it has so many different styles of creation. Your style, the style that you like, is one of so many, and you are very likely to find it created by a very talented creator inside Geometry Dash. And let me show you exactly what I mean. So this, for example, I've seen this a few days ago, and this is nothing major, but the first time I saw it, jokes aside, I thought this was a real picture from outside. I was a bit confused, like, how is there a GD player and the guy is outside? It doesn't really make any sense. And then I realized, okay, that must be made inside the GD editor. Nah, but at first I really thought that the cube and this progress bar was added into the picture. I'm not kidding. But then after focusing for 3 to 4 seconds, I saw the objects. And what's crazy is that this is like not made of way too many custom art. So like if you look, you can see this object, like it's there in the editor. So this doesn't take that many objects to make, but to come up with an idea like that and the color usage is excellent. And if you don't like those types of levels, there are different ones like these ones made by Mr. I have no idea how to pronounce the name, but yeah, this is so beautiful. Like, I don't care if you're a human or not, but this is pretty cool, right? You gotta admit to that. This is so peaceful. The blue part gets really, really nice. The atmosphere is so beautiful. I absolutely love these guys' creations. It's beautiful. So this is a preview. Somebody is working on this level, which is awesome. I hope this is gonna be for the Space Gauntlet, but we're gonna see. And of course, throughout this year, good stuff came out, like the level Boston, which in my opinion is the best classic level so far. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this level. Just if it had a little less, epilepsy type thing, so that I can actually survive and show you guys the upcoming parts. But yeah, the art in it, the gameplay, everything, song is just so good. It's so good. Even the animation over here is honestly excellent. And yeah, this is really, really cool to see something like this finally happening in Geometry, like a Giga Chad boss fight. This one absolutely blew my mind. This one was one of my favorite parts in this level. It's so beautiful. Yeah, excellently crafted as well. And then we have something that's completely different than anything we've seen today. This blew my mind. It's super simple. It looks simple, but it probably took a few months to build. But look at it. This is like a mesh or something, like an object that you can move around using physics. It's like a jelly box that you guys saw that? So you can kind of control it by just sliding into it. And then if you go to the right, there are so many more settings like gravity, player interaction force, and player area size, air friction. Like, you can do about anything to change the physics of how these things function. And this one blew my mind. Look at this. You can literally change the stability of that block. And now he made it a bit broken, which means what's going to happen is that they're actually going to fall apart. And the gravity has also been changed now. And yeah, he just played around with the settings, and now he's going to click on restart. And you guys can already see this is like water, like a very thick water or something on like Mars or something. This is insanely looking. I I don't know how to describe this, bro. Like, I have spent so many hours in the editor, and seeing this, I don't know how he made this. I have no idea. I don't know how you can come up with something like this. Must be true talent to come up with an insane thing like that. And then he changes the settings again, and the stability this time is at 50%. So this is, you guys can see how much potential this has. This is probably very unoptimized, but yeah, it's very cool to play around with this object, and just seeing that you are able to do this. Look at how they are literally split apart, and seeing the physics, it just looks good. It looks like this is how it would be in real life. It's really cool, and yeah, seeing that they are actually able to do stuff like this, it just makes me wonder how many insane gimmicks we're gonna get in the future. Look at it, it's so smooth, like a jelly type thing I want to eat. This is very mind-blowing. Go check this out as well. I'm gonna put a link to everything down in the description so you guys can check them out. And also, this is something completely different. I don't know what this is, but it looks kind of cool, and it just makes me ask, what is even going on, and how did bro make this? This is just a preview. It's just an effect preview, and it looks fascinating. Like how you do background. I have no idea how you do the background. Maybe the particles I could get to work, the trail, but it's a very cool idea and looks really nice. Insanely well done on that. I wish we could have levels like that, but with like a bunch of blocks in the front that aren't really that detailed, so that you just focus on the effects, just like the levels Optical used to make, if you guys remember. Levels like that are absolutely awesome. And another thing is mini games. People have created mini games inside GD. You guys have probably seen this one, but this one already also has so many cool effects, like yeah, these ones. But what I found insane is this single effect over here, which I have not seen. Seeing an effect like this is mind-boggling. Look at it. This is like, it doesn't feel real. Like, it doesn't feel like it's in GD. This feels like it was made on a 3D engine, like literally. And this came out 8 months ago. How is this so unrecognized? This is so cool looking. Like, this could literally be the transition on a classic level between the first and the second part. Looks really 3D and really cool. And look at this. This is so 3D. I am in love with this, bro. I am so happy we have 2.2, bro. This is always just a small animation of a massive level. So yeah. And then we got different levels that blew our minds, but from a different way. This level has some of the best effects I have seen in 2.2 so far, and the way it utilizes all of these effects on top of each other and makes this level look really fitting together somehow. Even though it's changing the theme so many times, it still fits together. And this upcoming transition is by far the best transition I have seen in the entirety of Geometry Dash. I thought the level quit there, and seeing a transition from that into the ship is yeah, is mind-blowing. And the insanely creative ideas that Blee had to come up with something like that is very fascinating. But then you have levels that are very nature, which are ones that I also like. I like looking at these levels, and yeah, with usage of the particle system and more glow, the atmosphere just looks really nice, especially when it's at night. Look at this specific part. It is really cool. Like, these guys must have some extraordinary talent in their genes or something. I don't know, man. This is so fascinating to see. Colors on point. And yeah, this is just a few months into 2.2. Well, when I say a few months, probably like 11 months, but still, it's still pretty good. And then you can see the transition between 2.1 and 2.2, and this is just, the atmosphere is so cool, and the art on the boss is also really well done. I love how you can also see that these are GD objects, so it looks optimized as well. Beautiful, excellent work as well. And regarding the mini games, I've made many of my own, and the recent one that I made is a racing game where you can race around this beautiful track. There's a mini map and all, and what I find really fun about GD is that you can literally make a game in it, and I am such a cool guy of game development and stuff, so I took this opportunity to make games inside GD, like a drifting game like this one, or a two-player shooting game. I think that is also a very nice way to explore Update 2.2. So yeah, those are all the ones that I have to show you guys. If you want to see how I made this, check out my video on the main channel. It is very cool. Or you can click the video that is on screen right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know which one of those showcases I showed you was the best in your opinion, and I will see you guys in the next video.